Recall the parallel structure of Daniel 8 through 12. That Daniel 11 is a further commentary on Daniel 8. Is this so? Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11. The ram are the kings of Media and Persia. Daniel 8:20. There shall stand up 3 kings in Persia. Daniel 11:2. So both Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11 mention Persia. The rough goat is the kingdom of Grecia. Daniel 8:21. The 4th shall stir up all against the realm of Grecia. Daniel 11:2. So both Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11 mention Grecia. The great horn was broken, and for it came up 4 notable ones towards the 4 winds of heaven. Daniel 8:8. His kingdom shall be broken, and shall be divided toward the 4 winds of heaven. Daniel 11:4. So both Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11 mention something being broken and something going toward the 4 winds of heaven. In the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance shall stand up. Daniel 8:23. In those times there shall many stand up against the king of the south. Also the robbers of thy people shall exalt themselves to establish the vision, but they shall fall. Daniel 11:14. So Daniel 8 and 9 mentions the transgressors, and Daniel 11 mentions the robbers of thy people, both which refer to the Jews. A little horn which waxed exceeding great toward the pleasant land. Daniel 8:9. He shall stand in the glorious land, which by his hand shall be consumed. Daniel 11:16. So both Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11 mention the pleasant or glorious land. Same Hebrew word, just translated differently. A king of fierce countenance shall stand up. Daniel 8:23. He shall also set his face. Daniel 11:17. After this shall he turn his face. Daniel 11:18. Then he shall turn his face. Daniel 11:19. So both Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11 have a preoccupation with the term face or countenance. The Messiah the Prince. Daniel 9:25. And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end thereof shall be with a flood. And unto the end of the war desolations are determined. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation. And that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. Daniel 9:26 and 27. And with the arms of a flood shall they be overflown from before him, and shall be broken, yea, also the prince of the covenant. Daniel 11:22. So both Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11 mention the prince, a term which only occurs here and in Daniel 9 in reference to the Messiah, the covenant, a term first mentioned in Daniel 9, and a flood. And he shall magnify himself in his heart. Daniel 8:25b. He shall stir up his power and his courage. Daniel 11:25. Both these kings' hearts shall be to do mischief. Daniel 11:27. His heart shall be against the holy covenant. Daniel 11:28. So both Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11 have a preoccupation with the term heart or courage. And by peace shall destroy many. Daniel 8:25c. He shall enter peaceably even upon the fattest places of the province, and he shall do that which his fathers have not done, nor his fathers' fathers. He shall scatter among them the prey and spoil and riches. Yea, he shall forecast his devices against the strongholds, even for a time. Daniel 11:24. So both Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11 mention peace or peaceably. The chiasm of Daniel 8:10 through 12, 11:31 through 39. And it waxed great, even to the host of heaven. Daniel 8:10a. And the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself, and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper, till the indignation be accomplished. For that is determined shall be done. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any god, for he shall magnify himself above all. But in his estate shall he honor the God of forces, and a God whom his fathers knew not shall he honor with gold and silver, and with precious stones and pleasant things. Thus shall he do in the most strongholds, with a strange God, whom he shall acknowledge and increase with glory. And he shall cause them to rule over many, and shall divide the land for gain. Daniel 11:36 through 39. So both Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11 mention waxed great, or magnify, both being attacks on God, as seen previously. And it cast down some of the host and of the stars to the ground, and stamped upon them. Yea, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host. Daniel 8:10b and 11a. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries. But the people that do know their God shall be strong, and do exploits. And they that understand among the people shall instruct many. Yet they shall fall by the sword, and by flame, by captivity, and by spoil, many days. Now when they shall fall, they shall be holpen with a little help. But many shall cleave to them with flatteries, and some of them of understanding shall fall, to try them, and to purge them, and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed. Daniel 11:32 through 35. Both Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11 depict the same thing, an attack on God's saints. The host and the stars, or they that understand who instruct many, as seen previously. And by him the daily was taken away. Daniel 8:11b. And shall take away the daily, and they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate. Daniel 11:31c. So both Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11 mention the daily, the fact that it was taken away. And the place of his sanctuary was cast down. Daniel 8:11c. And they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength. Daniel 11:31b. So both Daniel 8 and 9 and Daniel 11 mention his sanctuary, and it being cast down or polluted, which we saw are equivalent previously. And an host was given him against the daily by reason of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered. Daniel 8:12. An arm shall stand on his part. Daniel 11:31a. So Daniel 8 and 9 mentions an host, and Daniel 11 mentions arms, both which can have equivalent meanings, that of a military army.